Have you ever looked around at your life and wondered why you feel lost, even when everything seems to be going well? You have the job, the relationships, the material comforts. On the surface, it all appears to be in perfect order. Yet, deep inside, there's an unsettling emptiness, a persistent whisper asking, "Is this all there is?" This feeling can be profoundly confusing and isolating, especially when it seems like you have every reason to be content. You might even feel guilty for feeling this way, questioning why you're dissatisfied when so many would trade places with you. But the truth is, when your external achievements are not aligned with your internal sense of purpose and fulfillment, even the most polished and structured life can feel profoundly hollow. Beneath the surface, many people silently wrestle with these feelings, caught between the life they've built and the life they truly crave. This deep sense of feeling lost often stems from living according to external definitions of success rather than your own. From a very young age, we're conditioned by societal norms, cultural expectations, and family values to pursue certain paths: secure careers, stable relationships, financial success. These goals can provide a framework for life, but they can also become invisible cages if they don't align with our authentic selves. We adopt beliefs, values, and desires that aren't inherently ours, mistaking them for our own, and in doing so, we drift further away from our deepest truths. Over the years, this disconnection subtly grows. We continue to chase goals that never fully satisfy, wondering why each milestone leaves us feeling more empty than fulfilled. It's like climbing a towering ladder, step by step, only to reach the top and realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. This misalignment can lead to profound dissatisfaction masked by external success. Imagine walking through a dense forest without a map, following the footsteps of others because the path seems well-trodden. Each step forward feels safe because it's familiar, but the further you go, the more distant you become from your own purpose. You forget why you started, and soon even the well-marked path feels suffocating. This is exactly what happens when we pursue a life built on borrowed dreams and societal pressures. Outwardly, everything may appear perfectly in place, but inwardly, there's a growing restlessness and a sense of misdirection. This misalignment creates a deep and pervasive sense of unease, a longing for something more, something real. We begin to question our choices, our identity, and even our self-worth as the foundation of our life feels increasingly unstable, and we wonder if we've been living someone else's version of success all along. One of the most profound reasons behind this feeling is the neglect of inner fulfillment. In a society that glorifies productivity, achievement, and relentless forward motion, we are rarely encouraged to pause and reflect on what truly brings us joy and meaning. We are taught to prioritize outcomes over experiences, success over satisfaction, and appearances over authenticity. In this relentless pursuit of more, we lose touch with our passions, creativity, and the quiet but profound desires of our hearts. Our lives become mechanical, reduced to checklists and endless goals, leaving little room for spontaneity and self-discovery. And in that space, our soul begins to starve. The vibrant, curious, and passionate parts of ourselves slowly fade as we become consumed by routines and obligations that no longer serve us. Social media intensifies this struggle, magnifying the illusion of perfection. Every carefully curated post, every filtered photo, and every highlight reel subtly reinforces the belief that perfection is not only possible but expected. We scroll through endless snapshots of polished lives, subconsciously comparing our own messy behind-the-scenes reality to someone else's carefully staged moments. This constant comparison traps us in a cycle of self-doubt, feeding the false narrative that we are falling behind or not measuring up. We chase validation through likes and external praise, mistakenly believing that these fleeting affirmations can fill the void within. But no amount of social approval can compensate for the disconnection from our true selves. The highlight reels we see online rarely reveal the struggles, sacrifices, or imperfections that are part of every human story, yet we hold ourselves to these artificial standards. This internal dissonance can manifest in countless ways. chronic dissatisfaction, anxiety, burnout, or a quiet but persistent sense that something essential is missing, we may begin to question not just our careers but our relationships, hobbies, and even long-held dreams. Yet the answers we seek cannot be found by doing more or achieving more. They lie within, in the neglected parts of ourselves that we've silenced in the pursuit of approval and success. When we fail to nourish our inner world, our thoughts, feelings, passions, no amount of outer success can compensate for the emptiness. Lasting fulfillment comes from living in alignment with our truest values and desires, not from checking off society's list of achievements. So how do we begin to bridge this widening gap between external success and internal fulfillment? The first step is to pause and reflect deeply. Ask yourself, whose dreams am I really chasing? Are they truly mine, or are they inherited from family, culture, or societal norms? Reflect on what genuinely excites you, what stirs your soul, and what makes you feel alive. What activities make you lose track of time? What values have you neglected in favor of external approval? Reconnecting with these truths is like finding a compass in that dense, confusing forest. It doesn't immediately clear the path, but it begins to illuminate the direction back to yourself. Letting go of the need to meet external expectations is one of the most challenging yet liberating steps a person can take. From an early age, we are conditioned to seek approval, to mold ourselves into what others expect us to be. This deep-rooted need to please can become so ingrained that we mistake it for our own voice. Breaking free from this cycle requires more than just awareness. It demands profound courage. It means confronting the fear of judgment head-on, accepting that not everyone will understand or support your choices. It means recognizing that you might disappoint people, friends, family, even mentors, who have grown comfortable with the version of you that serves their expectations. Letting go of roles, relationships, or long-held goals that no longer resonate with your evolving self can feel like tearing away parts of your identity. Yet, in this discomfort lies the greatest opportunity for transformation. By choosing to honor the quiet voice within that's been whispering for change, you create space for a life that is not only successful, but deeply fulfilling. You begin to shape a life rooted in authenticity, driven by passion and purpose, rather than one dictated by obligation, fear, or the pursuit of external validation. In this delicate process of self-realignment, practicing mindfulness becomes a powerful and grounding tool. Mindfulness allows you to slow down the incessant noise of daily life and become deeply attuned to your own thoughts, emotions, and internal cues. It invites you to pause and ask yourself, am I acting out of genuine desire, or am I following a path of expectation? This clarity is transformative. By observing your thoughts without judgment, you can begin to untangle the deeply embedded habits of automatic living. Mindfulness helps illuminate when you're making choices from a place of fear or societal pressure, and when you're truly listening to your inner voice. It quiets the external noise, the opinions, the comparisons, the unrelenting chase, and reconnects you with your own intuitive guidance. In this space of quiet awareness, you rediscover what truly matters to you, allowing your authentic self to emerge with confidence and clarity. This shift in consciousness paves the way for more intentional living, where each choice is a reflection of your true values and desires. Gratitude serves as another essential practice in breaking free from the grip of external expectations. It offers a profound shift in perspective, guiding you from focusing on what you lack to fully appreciating the abundance already present in your life. In a world that constantly tells you to want more, be more, and do more, gratitude gently reminds you that you are already enough. It anchors you in the present moment, dissolving the endless pursuit of distant goals and bringing you back to the richness of now. Consider how often we overlook the very things we once longed for: achievements, relationships, personal growth, because we are too busy chasing the next milestone. By regularly reflecting on and appreciating your progress, your strengths, and even your struggles, you begin to cultivate a mindset of sufficiency. This mindset softens the harsh edges of perfectionism and comparison, allowing you to find peace and contentment in the unfolding of your journey. Gratitude doesn't mean abandoning ambition. It means recognizing that fulfillment isn't postponed to the future. It exists here and now when we choose to see it. Take a moment for deep reflection. What would your life look like if it aligned more closely with your deepest values instead of being shaped by external pressures? How would it feel to pursue dreams that truly ignite your spirit rather than chasing goals to meet others' expectations? These aren't questions with easy answers, but they are invitations to explore the very core of your being. They urge you to slow down and listen to the parts of yourself that have been quieted for too long. The journey back to your authentic self is not a sudden transformation, but a gradual unfolding. Every small step you take toward honoring your truth brings with it a sense of liberation and peace that no external success can provide. You start to recognize that the life you are meant to live isn't measured by accomplishments that impress others, but by the quiet contentment that arises when your actions and your soul are in harmony. You are not alone in this experience. Many people silently struggle with the same tension, the dissonance between outward success and inner emptiness. It is a shared human experience, though few speak openly about it. This discomfort is not a flaw, it is a signal, a quiet, persistent call to return to yourself, to listen, to rebuild a life that honors your soul's deepest truths instead of societal scripts. It is an opportunity to break free from patterns that no longer serve you, and to create a path that feels nourishing, meaningful, and deeply aligned with who you truly are. Recognizing this call is the first step. Responding to it is where true transformation begins. As you reflect on this journey, I warmly invite you to share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. What areas of your life feel misaligned? And how are you working to reconnect with your authentic self? Your story could be the very spark that encourages someone else to begin their own path of rediscovery. Vulnerability is powerful, and in sharing, we create a community where authenticity is celebrated and genuine fulfillment is pursued. Let's build a space together where progress is valued over perfection and where each person feels safe to step into their truth. If this message resonated with you, and you're ready to continue exploring these deeper truths, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and like this video. By doing so, you'll not only support this growing community, but also ensure that you never miss future content designed to inspire and guide you toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. Thank you for being part of this exploration. May you find the strength to listen to the quiet truths within and the courage to follow where they lead. Remember, you are not lost. You are being called to rediscover yourself.